Hey, what is up guys? It's Brennan here, and today we're going to be taking a look at Found Business Banking, which is an online business checking account for small business owners. So in this video, we're going to be breaking down what is Found, doing a Found review, taking a look at the pricing, pros and cons, really everything you need to consider when you're considering getting started with Found for your small business banking and for your checking accounts for your business. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into things. And of course, if you do want to check out Found, check out that first link down below in the video description. That'll take you right over to this page here. We rank and put together the list of the best business checking accounts, and we actually do rank Found as our #1 choice as one of the best banking apps for small businesses because they include no overdraft fees, maintenance fees, or minimum balances, and they also include built-in expense management and tax tools, as well as the ability to customize and send invoices for free. If you'd like to see the offer available, this will be that first link down below in the video description. That's brentvalesky.com/business checking or best business checking accounts. Again, that will take you over to this page here where you can check out Found, which is again our #1 choice for some of the best business checking accounts. Again, that's that first link down below in the video description. Again, some of which are affiliate links, which would be a great way to help out and support the channel. Without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at Found. So Found, of course, is a business banking tool, and they are a online business checking account. Now, in addition to their business banking, they also offer a variety of different types of features built into their business banking, as they are a more advanced solution than what you would get from most traditional banks when it comes to banking for your small business. In addition to their business banking, they include regular full-featured business banking, of course, as you would expect. They also include an online business checking, so you can bank wherever you want to do business. They also include different MasterCard, so you can have a MasterCard business debit account, and that includes a physical and virtual cards that you can get set up with, as well as pockets for budgeting, so you can set goals, track, and save money, as well as flexible money management, so you can pay and get paid your way. That also includes invoicing features, which we'll dive into a little bit more in depth later in this video. In addition to that, they also include different bookkeeping and tax features, including automated bookkeeping, built-in tax tools. So for the automated bookkeeping, that includes instant expense categorization. For built-in tax tools, it includes tax forms, write-offs, and estimates, as well as their invoicing software, as we talked about, where you can create and send custom invoices. They also include contractor management, which includes W-9 collection and 1099 payments, as well as real-time reporting, including a P&L, income, and expense report, as well as accountant access, so you can collaborate with your accountant. Now, in terms of the different features here, again, as we talk about, they are an online business bank, but they also have the more, fintech type features. Now, in terms of their business bank, it is important to keep in mind that Found is a financial technology company. They are a fintech, not a bank. Technically, their banking services are provided by Lead Bank, which is a member of the FDIC. So it's essentially a software that overlays and utilizes them as a bank. But again, they are usable for their business banking, bookkeeping, and tax tools that help to make your business finances work a little bit smoother, a little bit smarter than, again, what you would see with traditional banks. We'll also be jumping into a live demo here in this video a little bit later as well, just to give you an idea and walk you through the app and what it looks like when utilizing Found. Now, in addition, they also have, again, the ability to stay on top of your money and the built-in bookkeeping and no hidden fees like we talked about here at the top of today's video. That includes, again, the banking with the built-in bookkeeping and tax tools. This is a good way to help you save money, so you're not spending all your money on, different accounting and bookkeeping solutions. It can help you consolidate a lot of your apps and really keep your business financial side of things a little bit simpler, especially if you are just a solopreneur or a single member business, or maybe you're a freelancer or something like that, where you are still managing yourself as a business. This can be a good way to keep track of things and keep things a little bit simpler without having to shell out so much money to different accounting software solutions. QuickBooks, right? So this can be a good way to help you save a little bit of money, and you can also take the stress out of tax season if you want to. We'll go over the different pricing plans with Found. They do have a completely free version, so they have a free version as well as a paid version. and you can take the stress out of tax season. So speaking of which, in terms of what is included when it comes to the free version, paid version, again, because we talked about their banking, bookkeeping, and tax tools, but what is actually included when you're looking at the different features. So taking a look at the pricing page, again, be sure to check out Found, available at the links in the video description to get most realistic and up-to-date pricing. Again, pricing is always subject to change change. So depending on what you're seeing in this video, might be different at the time of when you're watching today's video. So again, check out the links in the video description. But Found does have a forever free $0 a month version. Now, with the free version of Found, that includes banking, bookkeeping, and a tax platform. Again, you can get started completely for free. Now, in terms of what that includes their business banking and their MasterCard business debit card. You also get the ability to manage cash flow with Pockets. Now, one thing I will say as well on their debit card is I get you're not necessarily going to be getting rewards and things like that, but if you just care about simplicity in your business finances, this may be a better option for you if you don't necessarily care about getting the rewards points and things like that with a traditional business credit card. So if you just want simplicity, a business debit card can be good to help you kind of manage your transactions and your finances a little bit simpler. In addition to that, they have their free invoicing and contractor management, so you can do some invoicing, which is pretty cool. They also have the ability to auto-categorize the expenses and maximize those write-offs, and you get the real-time tax estimates to save as you go. Now, what is included in Found Plus, as you see on screen here, that is currently $19.99 a month. They do also have an annual version that you can get for $149.99 per year, which is not too bad, honestly. It's a pretty competitive pricing at $20 a month, practically speaking. And that includes everything in their basic Found plan, as well as the advanced bookkeeping and tax tools that can save you a bit of money. So in terms of what that includes, they also have a 30-day free trial, again, available at the links in the video description. That includes 1.5 APY currently. Again, time making today's video, the APYs are always subject to change, on up to $20,000, which is cool extra free money that, it's included there. They also have priority phone support and auto import transactions from banks, cards, and apps. That includes external banks and external cards. So if you still want to use like a business credit card to earn points, that could be a way that you auto import their transactions there. You also have unlimited rules for transactions, which can help speed up the automation side of things, which is something that can really save you a lot of time on going through and calculating your transactions and doing your bookkeeping. Having those rules for certain transactions, setting certain merchants to certain fields and categorizations can really save you a lot of time. And you can actually pay quarterly federal taxes in the app. So that is available in the Plus version. If you want to pay those quarterly federal taxes, you can pay those right there. Again, you can pay externally as well, just directly through the IRS. It's not that big of a deal. But this is a nice option that they have it built into the app if you just want to save time. Ultimately, that's one of the best things about Found, is just saving you a lot of time. And instead of managing so many different other tools, they kind of bake it all into one platform. So in terms of looking at the platform, let's go ahead and jump into the quick product tour that is available here on their site. So you can see Found helps small business owners track expenses, calculate taxes, manage cash flow, send invoices, more. So it's going to go ahead and walk this through. So they have a modern, seamless online banking experience, right? So Found provides an online business checking account for small business owners, as you can clearly see. You have the amounts in there, and then you have their Pockets, so you can manage the primary account. So let's say you have 21K here. Then you have your tax bucket, and as well as cleaning services or home supplies. That would maybe be if you're running, depending on what type of business you're running, you might have different things labeled here, but that is going to be the accounts that you can set up and transfer and set them up as Pockets. So they call the many accounts as Pockets, essentially like savings buckets. They call them Pockets. So essentially you can easily manage those and transfer money around as to just better keep track of your finances. So you can create custom pockets, again, to organize your money and manage your business's budget, set money aside for taxes without switching apps. And then you also have their business debit card. Moving into the card side of things, you can also create a virtual card if you would like to do that as well, if you need a virtual card. Now, for this business example here in today's video, they are using a Vrbo. So if you had like a vacation rental property, this is the small business example that this might be very useful for. If you're managing multiple different businesses, could be easy. Just go ahead, set yourself up with one of these free accounts and rock and roll there. Now, you can use these virtual cards to manage and monitor companies' spending. So you can set up a virtual card, which is pretty nice and easy that you can do. You can also set up limits here on those virtual cards. So maybe if you have cleaning services, so that if nobody bills you more than what you want to spend, and setting those limits per month on those cards. Next, you also have the actual activity, right? So you have the activity that goes in and out of the different accounts, and you can add those income or expenses here. So you can quickly see, the money that you're going to be able to write off as an expense. In this case, waterworks, this is like utility or Costco. Those are going to be those expenses here. So those purchases are then labeled. They can help you find the write-offs, attach receipts, sync transactions, again, as well from external credit cards and bank accounts. Next, you have their real-time tax estimates. So as far as how this works, again, you have your quarterly estimated taxes, and this is what the due dates look like. So you say, for example, you're paying next year in January. That money then would be an estimate here based on the amount of money that you expect to bring in, or the money that you have brought in your business, and then it will automatically calculate the tax estimate that you would need to pay, which is pretty smooth and pretty nice that it does that here. It can save you a lot of time and hassle of having to calculate that after the fact or just on your own. It's nice, it's just right here in the app. Is pretty nice, so you make sure you're on time with your taxes and bills and things like that. You also have built-in invoicing, so if you need to send those, create and send professional trackable free invoices, you can add the payment options, schedule recurring invoices, reminders, and track payment status all inside here. So you can see you add your contact information, payment settings, you can send payment reminders. If there's a bank transfer, it's not going to be a fee there in terms of the different types of payment methods that you want to accept. You can send an email, a phone number, add your address, add who you're billing it to. So in this case, it'd be like Rug Samples. You can also edit the logo and accent just a little bit if you want to change some of the design features. Then you also have the ability here inside, if you have contractors that you're going to be managing and paying, you can collect their W-9 forms and pay people to stay on time with taxes at the end of the year. So you make sure that the contractor expenses are actually logged properly as business expenses inside your business. And then after that, of course, the fun part is the P&L report, right? So you have your profit and loss statement. This is a really nice feature. I do like the way that this looks, just seeing your overall P&L statement, your income, your expenses, month to month. You can see the overall profit and loss inside your business. So this really combines like what you would get from a traditional bookkeeping or accounting software all into your bank. So it can save you a bit in terms of the hassle of switching between different accounts, and just everything's nice and easily laid out. So if you're starting a new business, you just pop open Found and you have all the financing taken care of. When it comes to the banking, the bookkeeping, the taxes, everything is just in one app, which really can save you a lot of time, especially if you're opening multiple businesses pretty consistently, especially with like Verbos, things like that. Vacation rental properties, typically you want those segmented all inside their own separate businesses. It can be a lot to manage. And kind of expensive too, depending on your business setup. So this can really kind of simplify a lot of that side of things. So you have your profit and loss statement. You also have expenses here, cost of goods sold, if you have anything like that. Of course, professional services. Basically, everything's laid out here by categorizations, and your income, your gross profit, your expenses. I really do like the way that this chart looks. It gives you, if you're in the positive or negative each month, you can really quickly see the profit and loss statement to get up to date on things. So that pretty much wraps up that quick overview of Found and what it looks like on the inside. Doing a quick product tour, I figured I would walk through as a quick demo, kind of explaining a little bit more about their different features. So overall, Found, yes, I think it is worth it. I do think it is worth it for certain types of business owners. Maybe if you're a solopreneur or if you need to manage things and make it a little bit simpler. If you have, especially if you're brand new and you're starting a new business that's completely fresh, if you have a lot of multiple businesses that you need to run, this can be just a one-stop shop quick setup. It's not necessarily the best for more complex setups. It is a bit more of a simple setup. If you're going to be opening multiple different businesses, I could really see this useful for people in the real estate side of things, or if you're managing vacation rentals or things like that, or really any other kind of small business, freelancers. I could see this being very useful for just anybody who needs to keep track of things as a business, or as a sole proprietor, someone who's running that type of business, but is trying to keep things a little bit simpler in terms of your financial side of things. Maybe you don't have as many different types of business cards and business things like that. If you want it just all in one app, I could definitely see this being pretty useful, especially if you're hitting the ground running brand new as a brand new business owner. Getting started with a platform like this can be a really good first step in the right direction in terms of keeping track of your finances and keeping it nice and easy and simple. So if you have a simple setup or you're brand new and getting started with your business, I could definitely see Found being a good fit for you. Again, if you would like to check out Found, as they are one of our top, as our number one choice for some of the best business checking accounts, check out that first link down below in the video description. I'll take you right over this page here where you can get started with Found and see what their offer is and sign up with Found for free. You can get started with them for free today. Again, available at that first link down below in the video description. If you guys found this video helpful or enjoyed it, then be sure to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button as well, and notification bell so you're notified whenever I upload a new video. Anyway guys, that's all for today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.